Just gonna make a post for our now.
Hey Ash, can you check and see if Facebook's fucking streaming?
Yeah, that other one was on it. Oh yeah, it's live.
Okay. Good. Just making sure. I just wanted to make sure I didn't fuck it up, because... Oh, jeez, I have a habit of fucking... Did you push that extra button? No. Ah. Right in the fucking hot seat, you two.
Oh, should we just sit down?
Oh, here we go.
Hey guys, how's it going? What's going on, Facebook world? We're live. So just give it a couple minutes, wait for some people to tune in. Woo. We're gonna do some stories from the road today. We're gonna talk about some different experiences and things that happened to us when we were on tour. Just waiting for some people to hopefully show up. If not, we'll just start without them.
You are being heard,
Oh.
Lynn.
Oh.
Tammy's on.
Oh.
Jason. Hi, guys.
I'm nervous.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hola, muchachos.
Hola, muchachos.
Oh,
Hola, muchacho. Chingado.
It shows the comments right here on the app. It's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we have a couple people in here?
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to talk about some stories from the road. Some of the untold things that have gone on, which, I mean it's not that interesting really, but... yeah. But,
Yes, it is.
what will I talk about first here? We can talk about my beloved mother. She, our first tour down in Mexico, 2018, she decided to fly down to Mexico on a vacation of her own, but crash one of our shows in Mexico City. And the night before we were playing in San Luis Potosi. I think it's a good 6 to 8 hour drive. Hey boys, something like that. 6 to 8 hour drive away, and I can't even remember. We didn't do too much after the show, but somehow I ended up wasted. Wasted after the San Luis Potosi show, and I was so wasted that I was hungover, and I slept 8 hours the whole drive. I didn't wake up once. Actually, I woke up once, I think, to take a leak somewhere, because the guys woke me up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even got up for that. And then, and yeah, I forgot my mom was meeting us in Mexico City that day, and slept all the way back to Mexico City, only to wake up to my mother. The sound, just this echoing sound in my dreams, you know what I mean? I couldn't slowly shook out of sleep. I could still hear it. Christopher! Christopher! Christopher, Saints of Death! Christopher! And I look out the fucking window and I'm still groggy. I can't think straight. And I go, oh my God, that's my mother. And I look out the window and my mother is in the middle of some back alley, like streets, like there's merchants everywhere and all this shit, just screaming my name. My little brother dragging behind her. And yeah, I hadn't seen her in a couple of years actually. And I didn't imagine the first thing I said to her was to shut the fuck up and get in the van. But yeah, no, that was quite the experience. Waking up to the sound of your mother's voice in some, you know,
Foreign
country, like back alley, like merchants everywhere. Yeah, and then she, but it ended up being pretty cool. She got to see a show in Mexico City, and then we took her in the tour van out to see pyramids and eat in a crazy cave restaurant and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll never forget waking up to my mother's voice in Mexico City, all hungover and groggy.
On tour,
like, oh my God. Yeah, that's a good story, man.
The ant eggs at the cavern.
Oh my God, yeah.
And the crickets.
We ate ant eggs, and that was
Caterpillars.
Yeah. I mean, the caterpillars weren't too bad until you got the juicy one. When you got a juicy one, those caterpillars were.
That was when I stopped eating them. Was when I got the juicy one.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, that's my first story from the road. Anyways, it's a little one to my mom. I love you, Mom. By the way, I'm sure she'll see this.
She's already sent you a Facebook message. Fuck.
Yeah. What were you want to tell a story?
Well, mine actually kind of started before we were on the road. These guys were gonna go and tour Mexico, and they needed a bass player, and I tried out, and I was like, okay, this is cool and whatnot, and then they said, okay, we want to play a show before we go down, and I'm like, okay, cool, fuck, right on.
That was
a swear, but anyway.
That was a pretty good show, eh?
That was a good show, yeah.
What show was that?
That was the Halloween show, wasn't
Halloween,
it?
yeah. Something like that. Yeah,
At the rickshaw?
Yeah.
So, which I guess in hindsight, it's kind of funny that it was Halloween. But anyway, so I had to, they were like, okay, oh, by the way, we wear like full makeup and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, full makeup. I'm like, oh shit, what did I get myself into here?
That was after he jammed a couple times.
Yeah.
We got him hooked on the music, right? And he liked coming out and jamming with them.
Yeah.
We gave him a couple of rehearsals before we dropped the whole makeup and stage antics and the full shebang. But so you were expecting that?
I
eh?
wasn't expecting it, but it was Halloween. It was fun, but you know what? When we went down to Mexico, I was really surprised at how well it was, received or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Like
For
people
sure.
wanting our autograph and pictures and all this kind of stuff. So there was something to it. So anyway, that's
And the
story
sleeves.
just before the road.
Don't forget
yeah.
the sleeves. We wanted you to cut your
right,
sleeves
right,
off
yeah.
your fucking rock
Yeah,
shirt.
so I bring a nice shirt or whatever
Long
to play,
sleeve.
to play a show in, and then their guys are like, yeah, you gotta rip your sleeves. I'm like, I haven't worn no sleeves. Like, I can't even remember. I got this makeup on. I got the ripped sleeves. I'm like, oh my god. But it was awesome. I had a fucking awesome time.
Yeah,
It's cool.
there's something to be said about like getting to dress up when you go on stage. You know,
Yeah.
you can kind of, for some ways, it helps me come out of my shell a little bit. I
Yeah.
think like
Me
I'm
too. Yeah.
typically
Yeah.
like more of an introverted person. You know, unless you've seen me drinking at the bar. But in normal life, I don't, I'm not really out there. So I think like when I get on stage with the whole makeup,
Yeah.
I can like kind of just become something that's bigger than myself. You know what I mean? Which is
I agree.
cool. And I think that's the reason probably why Alice and Kiss and all those other guys
Yeah.
do it too, right? Like you become this other thing, right? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. Yeah, he wasn't expecting it. We were like, cut your sleeves off, man. You can't wear you can't wear sleeves under your vest, man. And he was like, this is a nice shirt.
Yeah.
We were like, we'll get you another one or something, man. Just here. I think he ended up ripping them off a different shirt. Or
You had another shirt,
Yeah,
didn't you?
we
Yeah.
I
didn't-
still got that.
We didn't ruin his good shirt. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Shit.
Is anyone out there? Is there any comments
Yeah,
going on?
yeah.
Or
No,
anything?
just the 3 comments.
Yeah, just
You guys are being heard.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like properly working because this is the first time we've tried with
Oh,
this
yeah.
app, so I don't know if it's
Yeah.
working for everybody, guys. We're just trying it out for the first time.
Well, we'll test her out.
Testarossa.
Uh,
My Facebook.
What else? What other stories? I mean, we've already told
You
the.
got bit by a
Oh,
I got
you
bit by
know
a
the
scorpion.
story we want to hear.
That one's for the autobiography.
Go get the fucking plaque or the fucking trophy.
There is a trophy, but
And it involves you. There's a trophy.
it's not a nice story, and it's not a sexy story. I made the biggest shit on tour one time.
Here we go, folks. Hold on. Woo!
I made a mountain. I had been eating tacos for 10 days straight, and
And don't forget that fucking that soup that you had.
yeah, the
There was
chicharron
some
soup.
fat in that
Chicharron.
fucking wow.
chicharron soup, and then I ate a whole pizza because I didn't eat for a day, and then I ate a whole pizza, and it pushed it all out. They gave me a trophy.
Go get the trophy. Let me just add to the story, okay? I myself went into the bathroom. We were doing sound check.
Story time.
Okay, sorry. I will reg it.
Oh, this hairy arms on. I'm not bringing that up. All right, so I got the 2019 Toilet Destroyer. It's so shitty that the Destroyer is spelt wrong.
Destroyer.
So I guess that's not for the autobiography. Anyways, moving on. Juan, you got another story to tell?
No.
Anything to add to that fucking Poopzilla story?
We don't need to go any further with that. That's no one needs to hear about my bowel movements. It's not a good look.
It was fucking brutal.
Hey man, what can I say?
I just want to say one last thing about the toilet thing, okay? We toured all over Mexico, and we seen toilets that didn't flush. They didn't have water, and
They didn't have seats.
they didn't have seats. Like we had some horrific toilets, and this particular toilet, fucking crime scene was the worst that we had fucking. I came running out of the bathroom. I was like, "Holy shit, Chris! Did you see that in there?" He's like, "Yeah." That was me.
You know what? I broke a couple toilets. In Mexico. Some of them are really small.
You did when we went to
Communism.
Caliente at that first hotel.
The toilet was tiny.
The Holiday Inn one, remember that one? Holy cow.
There's a few.
And that is why he got the plaque and trophy.
We can all tell a fucking road story about that.
Okay.
Fucking God.
I'm sure no one wants to hear any more stories about that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that story sucks. Anyways, so to get back to your main.
Keep on going. Yeah, roll with it, brother. Roll with it.
Anyways,
We've lost every sponsor. Hey, fucking no.
There goes the NW.
Yeah, fuck.
Kiss Sadie goodbye.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Anyways, now that that's done, so we'll tell the story about the promoter from that show. And after the show, he loved our show and stuff, and he bought us a beer. Me and him sit down, have a beer. Next thing you know, everyone's leaving, and I'm saying, "No, I'm staying and partying with this guy," because we got a few shots of tequila and whatnot. We ended up partying at the club all night. they let me DJ, so I just started kicking out all the 80s hair metal you can handle, right? Rat and just all of it, you know? And belting it, singing it with them all night long. And then we went out for tortas, and he decided to tell about 20 police officers that I didn't have papers.
No passport.
No passport. So they come over and he's like, no, I'm just joking. Scared the shit out of me though. This is the first time I've been in Mexico City. Well, it wasn't the first time, but first trip I had been in Mexico City. And we got a ride home from his cousin who ended up doing merch for us at some of the festivals and stuff like that. But yeah, so we were up all night playing Rat, and then the next time I see him, he brings our band down to Mexico to play with Dee Snider. For fuck's sakes,
Yeah.
you know?
That was awesome.
A night of 80s hair metal. Next thing you know, I'm on stage with Dee Snider, and we're rocking out, watching him from behind stage. We're not gonna take it. And all that stuff, man, yeah. That's a good story. It's
That
much
was
better
a
than
good
the
one.
Foo story. It's much better than the Foo story. Yeah. What about you, Juan? What did you think about like the first time we actually made it across the border to Mexico, and we were actually in Mexico going to play on a tour?
Oh, it's awesome. I was thinking about when we actually went and got all our gear.
Yeah.
We had to try to stuff it all in the.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's a story. Yeah. No offense to TJ or Rhodey, but we got a van and it was pretty small.
Well, we didn't even have TJ yet.
No,
No,
but
right?
that was his. That was his.
Yeah,
Was his
it was
backline.
boss. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when we
He's
first
just a
met him.
little
Was
boss,
when we
yeah.
got that fucking
Shout out to TJ if he's watching.
Yeah.
Sometimes he tunes in. About that equipment. It was just this. We're in Mexico and we're picking up our backline, and it's just this like garage door in the middle of nowhere.
In this back alley, and we're going down. I'm like, what are we gonna get killed here? What's gonna go on? The whole thing seemed kind of sketchy, actually.
Yeah.
Didn't it? But it totally worked out. Like in the daytime, it was fine there, right?
Oh yeah,
But
but at
just-
night,
at
just
night-
the first time we
Oh,
went.
yeah.
That one market we drove past, and he was like, "Don't stop at the stop sign. Just keep driving." Okay.
Yeah, that was a tough tour because we had a lot of equipment
Yeah.
on that tour.
Yeah.
We don't usually tour with cabinets and stuff like that anymore. We
Yeah,
don't need
it's
to,
streamlined.
or if we do use them, then they're backline provided. But that tour we lugged cabs around and stuff like that, and trying to fit all that into the 12-passenger van because there wasn't very many trailers in Mexico.
No, it's a weird thing. They don't have trailers for rent. No U-Haul or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
the weirdest thing.
Yeah, that was crazy though. Just like we opened up this garage door and there's just like, it's a garage with like some equipment in it. Pretty much. Eh?
Jesus,
What was that?
my phone.
Okay. Incoming
Jeez.
emergency broadcast system.
Yeah, that's the sponsors right now. Fucking, what are you guys fucking doing?
So I
Can't
mean,
talk
yeah.
about shit.
Well, I guess like yeah. Now
Just
that
got an offer from Pure XO.
PRX, yeah.
oh yeah. Well, yeah. I don't
Good
know.
sponsor, really.
I don't know really many more stories off the top of my head to talk about right now. If no one's asking any questions. And
No, that's
they probably all left during the last part of that.
yeah, the fucking
Thanks.
poop story.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for
probably.
bringing that right up.
No, this will
Eh?
be our highest watched one because
Yeah, fucking the poop
Most
story. You'll
likes.
just put it through the roof. Eh?
Yeah, I don't know. So, what have we got going on? I mean, not much. We're working on a new light show and doing some cool stuff like that behind the scenes right now. And other than that, we're obviously not playing shows. Hopefully, everyone's safe out there. Keep working on what you love and trying to do something. Occupy your time with some productive stuff, and just wait it out. And we'll get through this shit eventually, hopefully.
Yeah.
So.
And then we'll play some.
And then we'll
shows.
play some wicked shows for
Yeah.
everyone, and with everyone, we get to see all of our friends. Man,
Yeah.
I miss seeing everyone at the local shows, and everyone in Mexico and on tour and different places in Canada and stuff like that. So we can't wait for all this stuff to be over. But on that, adieu, I suppose, stories from the road too will come to an end. Alrighty. Peace out, guys.